Hello, welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about Tanuki. I'm going to demonstrate how to make a Tanuki. It's also called a wraparound or phoenix graft. So what we're going to do is we're going to combine this piece of deadwood with a young plant like this. The name Tanuki comes from the Japanese raccoon dog, who looks like more like a raccoon. But actually it is not a raccoon, so just try to be something what it isn't really. So that's why the name is quite suitable for this. So in the end this will look like a old bonsai tree, but in fact it's not, because it's just a young tree planted onto the deadwood. But anything in bonsai really is a bit of deception of age, so we try to make a young tree look old. That's the art of bonsai really. First of all, what we're gonna do is carve some channels in here. You can see here I just make a little drawing where I more or less want it to go. I've made a few drawings on there, so got 2 on the front here and 1 on the back. So I will go across here. You can use as many plants as you want. You can use 1, 2, 3, 4. You can plant them all the way around if you really want to, but it costs more. It's more time involvement and stuff. But I think just 3 is just enough for now, and that will just have a nice effect for it. So you still got live veins on the front and live veins on the back, and you still can create a nice nabari on there as well in time. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna put that across like that, kind of thing. And then as you can see, we've got plenty of length on there, so we can wrap it all the way around, all into channels here. And it goes all along the deadwood. As you can see here, we're just a tree split into a couple of branches here. So we've got 1 and then it splits again. So what we can do there, we can just do the same thing. We can split this channel off into 2, and that makes it a bit more interesting than having just one little snake just going all the way around it. So what happens in time, we're just gonna, the channel have to be just right for the tree. So it doesn't have to be the same size all the way around, so you just have to start on thick, because that's the thicker part here in the bottom, and then it just goes thinner and thinner. So we just carve a little bit, just put it against a little bit, just measure it as well, make sure it's a good fit for it. So you don't want to be too loose, I don't want to be too tight, because if it's too tight we can't put the tree in the channel, and we might damage the bark as well. Yeah, so for now we're just gonna do some carving. So we're gonna carve the channels out to where I want them to be, and we also have to deal with this deadwood here. This deadwood is being collected from somebody's garden about 8 years ago, something like that. There was a very big juniper that was about 3 meters across and 2 meters high. It's been in this garden for over 50 years, something like that. And we had the chance to collect a few of them. But unfortunately it didn't survive because of the size of it, and then just the big impact it had on the tree. But nevertheless, we just try to just breathe some new life into this now. So then we cut the branches off when we collected it, so they still look a bit man-made. So we're gonna just carve that so it looks like it's just been battered by nature, been broken off and stuff like that, so it looks a bit more natural. So that's why we're gonna do some with carving tools and some with hand tools. First carving tools, we're gonna put the right shape in there, the structure of the wood, what I more or less want, and then gonna do the finishing off with hand tools. So a little. For the carving, we're gonna use this baccata. It's a die grinder, and there's a terrier in there, Terry 2. And this tool is designed by Graham Potter from Kaizen Bonsai. It's a very good tool. I had it for nearly 10 years, I think. I never just failed on me, so this is it's a really good investment if you want to do some carving. So this one's got a 6mm groove basically, so wherever you touch it's going to leave a 6mm mark. So yes, we're going to run this all the way up to the lines I've made. The channels for the trees to go in. They look a bit whiter here, but they need to just be right to get them in there. So I don't want to be too small really, especially not when we're doing a demonstration on the day. I don't want it to be not right. So the one coming up here as well, and then that just comes here in that band. As this is a bit more of a problem of the tree, so it's a bit infestated there. So there's not much we can do about it unless we're just gonna chop this whole thing off here and then use the tree from there on. But I think this is just a nice feature of the tree, which tells the whole story of the movement of the tree. So this part of the tree is just holding on because it's being pushed over, and that one is kind of scrunched up because it's being pushed over. So this tells a little story about it. So hopefully in a couple of years, and that will kind of, the life end kind of swells up, so that will just be a little bit more thicker. So I prepared the trees as well. So it's a lot of foliage has gone, so I don't need much on there. Use normally backwood from points up here from the dark wood, so there's not a problem there. So it's going to be a long-term project, a couple of years, 2-3 years before it gets really nice. So for now we're just going to put the whips on and then leave them alone, let them grow, let them swell up, get really tight into the channel, and then we can start probably wiring and some pruning and stuff. And then just that's going to be the next step.